So welcome to P-Town Trails and Gravel. This video gives you a tour of the mountain biking available at Lackawanna State Park. This video contains clips from 2 rides we did here over the fall season. During these rides, the conditions could not have been greater. The trails were dry, temperatures were high, and the leaves were just starting to change colors. Both rides saw near identical loops in which we hit a lot of the trails in the park, and additionally we went through Ziegler and Garden Spencer preserves. Both of the rides ended up about 15 miles long. So here's some clips from those. Enjoy. So we started off this ride at the main parking lot by the boat launch. Here you could find restrooms and a kiosk with maps if you need them.
We're off. Lackawanna State Park.
So we started off the ride with a little warm-up combining Ranger, Turkey Hill, and Abington trails. And then after crossing the road is where we're going to make a left and head up Turkey Hill climb.
Turkey Hill. We're up here now.
And then after you get to the top, we have our first fantastic downhill of the ride.
Everything's starting to look so fallish. Exciting and depressing at the same time. Oh, it's beautiful.
So after descending Turkey, we started on to Abington and started our counterclockwise loop around the park.
Oh, it's almost like an aspen forest of Utah. Except it's not. But it's still pretty. All these trails do go through nice areas. Pines, wildflower meadows, aspens. pretty out of it. Sun shining through a fall canopy.
This is a favorite downhill. It's on Abington Trail, and it takes us back down to cross over the highway. So after finishing that downhill and crossing the road, we headed over to the Lee Hill section of the park, and we rode Kennedy Creek and Bassett Path, and then exited on Abington Trail.
Oh, look at this. What?
Okay.
And after crossing over the stream, there's a little section of climbing to do before we get to Bassett Path.
Yeah. Bassett Trail. Bassett Path.
Bassett is another one of my favorites. Majorly downhill in this direction, but just neat trail. A couple technical route sections, weaves through some pine forest. Fun one.
Tight squeeze. Oh, yeah. Oh, so pretty. So we're heading out to the other paved road now. We're gonna cross over that. Clear. Head up, guys, to Ziegler Preserve, and then the Garden Spencer to do stuff. Any fishies in here?
So at this point in the ride, you have a few choices. You can head right back to the cars on Orchard Trail. You could go to Zeigler Preserve, or you could go to Garden Spencer Preserve. So for this ride, we did Zeigler's, and then we did go into Garden Spencer as well.
Rolling into GSP officially.
This was my first time riding Garden Spencer, as it is a pretty new expansion to the trail system. The system at GSP is a big circle with a connector trail going through the middle. We started off riding the whole circle in a clockwise direction.
Oh, dropping in.
Took one trail and I was loving it already.
That was a nice intro.
After that downhill, you come out into a big open field that the majority of the trail is in. This downhill through the field is a ripper as well. It's smooth, it's fast, and there's plenty of berms and jumps along the way.
Climb. Climb.
At the completion of the downhill, you have a nice switchback and climb all the way back to the top. And once we got to the top, we went down the trail that cuts through the middle of the system as well. And this one has a very neat feature to it, an aisle through a section of pines.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, yeah.
So definitely worth it to ride that trail to see those pines. And also, you get to come down the fun downhill in the field again as well.
Here we go.
So after exiting GSP on that lap, we made our way back into Zeigler and then headed over towards Bull Hill to connect us into Northwoods.
Hard right.
So from here we exit Bull Hill and we get onto Northwoods, which is a long trail, a long section that takes you around the campsite and drops you out on a dirt road that takes you to the dam. And this is Trossel Pond.
Yeah. Northwoods out.
So you take this bridge across South Branch of Tunkhannock Creek. To your left is the dam, and get ready for a good kick in the face climb. Once you climb, you have a couple choices, and there's more trails on this side of the park that you could ride. But for these rides, we took the direct route on Snowflake, back to Tunnel Trail, and back towards the car. So that's it for this one. Hope you had a good tour. Lackawanna State Park is a fantastic place to ride, and the trail crew up there does a fantastic job of keeping it in tip-top shape. If you're coming through Northeast Pennsylvania on Interstate 81, get off the exit and stop by for a ride. I'll put a link below to our rides there for you to reference if you need. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. We'll see you out there.